You decent looking,
That
I think
makes
I'm at
up
least
for it.
handsome. You get put. But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble. Her music hard, her body ain't. Y'all will jump on me for making jokes, but y'all won't fucking be real and go, sister, put the eclair down.
I'm trying to get that dough. Every day is another struggle. This is my life. So what if my plans say no? Just sit back.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hello. Today we are going to get into Impressive's music video. She's basically going to recap everything for the rest of this week. So Nicki Minaj VMA'S, which I just reacted to on my Patreon. Y'all better go over there and get to it. Also did Blackpink, Pink Venom performance on the VMAs. Y'all better get up. Patreon, listen, it's going up on Patreon. We finna have a good time. We finna kiki, we finna talk shit. All of that, Patreon, YouTube just be doing the most. So Patreon is where it's at, although I still will be uploading content to YouTube. So Impressive is going to just give us a rundown of everything, talk all things VMAs and all the bullshit that's been going on for the past however many days. So let's get into it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Let's see what this girl is talking about today.
He wants to smash Ciara and Beyonce. Is he being disrespectful to these married women? Also, Lizzo had a few words for Ari Spears after he disrespected her in one of his interviews. And also, Nicki Minaj gets honored at the MTV Video Music Awards. If you want to see more, stay tuned and watch this video. Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Future let it be known that he would actually get with Beyonce and he still has Ciara on his
He said
mind.
that?
He was featured on a song by Real Boston Richie called Bullseye 2, and in the song he said, if my N wasn't Jigga, I'm the type to go after B, and I'd still smash on C. So in that line, he was obviously referring to Beyonce and Ciara. Now, I do think this was disrespectful. I first think it was disrespectful when he said he would try to get with Beyonce. He probably meant it as a compliment, but Beyonce is married to one of his friends, Jay-Z. So it's kind of weird for him to say that, especially since he's cool with Jay. And looking at it from a different side, imagine if a female artist who Beyonce is cool with is singing or rapping about getting with her husband, Jay. That would be a big problem. So I don't think it's right that Future said that, and I especially don't think it's right that Future keeps bringing up Ciara. At this point, I think Future is trying to antagonize Ciara and her husband Russell Wilson because he's being pretty intentional with his disrespect. Now, first of all, he did a whole video about Ciara and Russell for his song Love You Better, and now he's talking about how he still would smash Ciara. And it's just disrespectful because Ciara is married now. He didn't cherish her when he had her, but now that she moved on to somebody better for her, he wants her back. And I think he keeps mentioning her to irritate her and her husband Russell. That's what I think. One thing I can't wait is for Ciara to drop her song Better Things. She did tease her song Better Things after Future made that video about her and Russell. And I kind of feel like this was a subtle response. She's letting it be known that she's on to better things and she's completely happy in her situation. So Future is never, ever getting Ciara back. He just needs to accept the fact that he lost a good woman. That's it. Now moving on, Lizzo clapped back at the comedian Ari Spears after he body shamed her in an interview that he recently did on The Art of Dialogue. This is what he said.
Lizzo? I can't get past the fact that she looks like the shit emoji. Yo. Very beautiful girl. She's got a very pretty face, but she keeps showing her body off, nigga. Like, come on, man. I'm sorry. Listen, I ain't the most in shape nigga in the world.
Not
But
at
I still,
all.
when you funny and you got swagger and confidence and you decent looking, I
That
think I'm
makes
at
up
least
for it.
handsome, you get put. But a woman that's built like a plate of mashed potatoes is in trouble. Her music hard, her body ain't. Y'all will jump on me for making jokes, but y'all won't fucking be real and go, sister, put the eclair down. This ain't it.
Wow.
It's treadmill.
See, I heard like a small clip, but I didn't hear the whole thing. I only heard like the shit emoji part. I didn't hear the rest. Now I see why she went on stage and said what she said at the VMAs. Cause like, what the fuck, bruh?
God.
So that's what Ari Spears had to say about Lizzo. Now, I want you all to take a good look at Ari Spears. Just look at him, okay? Ari Spears is a fluffy guy as well. So I think it's wild that he would pick on somebody else's weight like mashed potatoes when he looks like a chocolate pound cake. I mean, it's the audacity for me. I understand the health aspect of it and being concerned, but he's not concerned about her health. He's more focused on her looks. If he doesn't like how she looks, he doesn't have to follow her page. He doesn't have to watch her. And he definitely
Exactly.
doesn't have to talk about her weight because he's really in no position to. He doesn't have a six pack. He's not slim. He's fluffy too. So I think it's just really
Fluffy.
weird. Now, Lizzo did clap back at Ari Spears during her acceptance speech at the VMAs, and this is what she said.
To the bitches that got something to say about me in the press, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. They be like, Lizzo, why don't you clap back? Why don't you clap back? Because I'm winning, ho.
So that's what Lizzo had to say, and I thought it was kind of funny that she tried to reenact that moment when Nicki checked Miley on stage. But it was the perfect response because who cares if somebody doesn't like the way she looks? At the end of the day, she's winning, and that's really all that matters.
But here's my thing. He's not smashing her, so what does he care for? Like, I feel like that's so weird. Now, I didn't see his whole interview, so I don't know if that, like, interviewer asked him, like, how do you feel about Lizzo, or I don't know. But I just find it really weird that he was talking about her. And then he started bringing, like, her weight up. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of, like, Lizzo's music. But, like, it was just unnecessary. It just didn't make any sense. Like, okay, you're not screwing her. So why do you care what she looks like? It's just, shit don't make sense to me at all.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about this year's MTV Video Music Awards. Last night was mainly about Nicki Minaj. It was her moment. But there were a
Like,
few
think about
moments that I liked. I actually liked Flo Millie's performance. This was her first time performing at the VMAs, and she didn't get a chance to perform on the main stage. She performed on the extended play stage. Either way, I thought it was a really great opportunity for her to get that
Heck
chance
yeah.
to perform. So I'm glad that Flo Millie is rising and doing her thing. I thought Lizzo's performance was good as well, which is no surprise because Lizzo always consistently gives good performances. Also, Saucy Santana did good as well. He actually performed at the pre-show. And even though I haven't been a fan of some of the things Saucy Santana has said, I have to give it to him. He is a performer. Saucy Santana is a star on that stage. He has a lot of charisma. He knows how to engage the crowd.
I didn't
And in
see
my
his
opinion,
performance.
His performance was better than some of the performances I saw on the main stage. I wasn't super impressed with this year's performances. I know that they had some big names like Blackpink and Bad Bunny come out. I don't even think Bad Bunny was there in person. I think he actually performed at one of his concerts, and the VMAs used his footage. But they had the big names to kind of bring in the ratings this year. However, the show still kind of
Blackpink VMA performance is up on Patreon. Y'all better go over there and get it.
fell flat to me. If it wasn't for the big names like Nicki, Bad Bunny, and Blackpink, I don't think people would have been really interested this year, if
I
I'm
agree.
being honest. And I kind of feel that way about a lot of award shows lately. I just think award shows in general have been falling flat. It isn't just the VMAs, but that's a whole nother topic for another video. Now let me talk about Nicki Minaj, because Nicki was the main event this year. She was the recipient of the MTV Vanguard Award, and she also performed a medley of her hits. And I actually did like her performance. I love the way her set looked with all the pink lights. I thought that was super cute. However, I feel like her performance was short for some reason. I think Nicki has too much music and too much hits to have such a short set. Even with the hits that
I
she
agree.
did perform, she only performed a snippet of it. I think she spent more time.
Listen, before Nicki even got on stage, I said, why does it seem like these performances are flying? Like I feel like the performances are really, really short. And this is before we even got to Nicki's set. I was like, I feel like the show hadn't even been on that long, and I feel like I didn't see like 15 people perform already. And normally we don't even get that. Like for the VMAs or like MTV, the MTV Music Awards, we don't get that many. It was so many. It was unusually amount of people performing at the award show. Like, people were saying maybe they're trying to like cater to different crowds, because you have like the Latin crowd, you have the K-pop crowd, you have hip hop, you got R&B, you got, you know what I mean? So they're trying to like get as many of these artists on these different stages. Also, I think that they're trying to attract different fan bases to bring in those views as well. So I think that plays a part. But it was a lot of fucking performances. It does not surprise me, now that I think about it, that her set is so fucking short, because even before she got on stage, the performances were flying by. And not only was it a lot of performances, they were short. The performances were short. Performances was like 3 minutes or less, literally. Like, bruh,
Time performing her song Super Freaky Girl, which is her new single. So obviously she wanted to promote that, but I wish she would have spent a little more time on her other songs. I think she should have done what Rihanna did some years ago. I remember back in 2016, she performed several different times throughout the show, and she performed multiple hits, and she had different stage designs and everything. And I kind of think Nicki should have done that as well, because she has enough hits to do it. But maybe
yeah,
she
she
didn't
do.
have the time to put in that much effort into
She
it.
was hosting.
Either
What you
way,
forgot?
I did like her performance. I loved her.
She
speech
couldn't do
as
that.
well. I
Nicki
thought
was
her
hosting
speech
as well.
was really touching, and she thanked a lot of people. She thanked everybody who helped her in her career. And I really liked the moment where she briefly brought up Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston, and she kind of touched on mental health and how difficult life can be for these artists behind the scenes. We see how much fame and money and success they have, but a lot of people don't know their struggles when the lights go off. They don't see what they deal with behind the scenes. So I thought that was pretty important for her to speak on that and kind of humanize these entertainers. But congratulations to Nicki Minaj for winning the Vanguard Award. That is a big accomplishment for her career. And she also won an award for Best Hip Hop Video for Do We Have a Problem featuring Lil Baby. So she had a big night, and I think she deserves all of her flowers. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and
Love that video. Yeah, man. Listen, the whole Future shit, I didn't even know that he said that. I think I heard something about Ciara, but I didn't know he said anything about Beyonce. Which doesn't really shock me, because didn't a few years back Jay-Z mention something about playing football with your son in the future? And that was supposed to be a reference to Russell Wilson, Ciara, and Future. And people were saying, like, is that a dig at Future? So if he were to say something back in a song, now people want to get offended? I don't know. So it's messy. This week has been so messy. And as far as that guy, when it comes to Lizzo, like, he was trash. Like, he was just trash. Like, it was like, the shit that he said was unnecessary. He could have kept that shit to himself, because no one asked him at all. And Nicki Minaj, that performance is over on Patreon if you want to get into it. I bawled like a baby. I cried, bitch, because I'm not extremely emotional, but when I'm passionate about someone or something, that's when the waterworks come out. And yes, I did cry. I could not hold back my tears. So y'all want to see my emotional ass give a speech on Nicki Minaj on motherfucking Patreon, you better go over there and get into it. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in and being here with me. Hopefully you stayed to the end. It wasn't a too long video. It was like 15 minutes. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
Done it all, been through it all. I walked over the motherfucking fire with sandals. Gonna burn your feet, baby.